Hello, and welcome to another video. If you are new here, welcome to the family. If you are returning, hey girl. So today we will be cutting a blunt cut middle part bob. I just finished creating this unit on the sewing machine. It has a 5x5 HD lace closure. Look at the lace in 2 bundles. So I'm going to start by parting the hair down the middle, and I'll be using my sickening stick and my 500-degree hot comb, which you can find both of them at www.bougicoutureco.com to get this unit as flat as possible in the closure area before we start cutting. So right here, I'm just trying to get this as flat as possible. I have not plucked the hairline yet, nor have I plucked the part. This client will begin this wig installed later on this week. So I just did the basics to it for the purpose of this video. And then if I need to further customize it before I install it on her head or while it's on her head, then I will do it then. Right now I'm just taking the back of the closure and hot combing it flat, and I'm taking the sides and hot combing it to the side to make sure that, you know, when I cut it, nothing is in the wrong place, because we don't need nothing in the wrong place. So as you see here, I'm just taking the back 6 stick and then hot comb it to make sure that it is as flat as possible. On another note though, let's get into this lace. Look at those knots. It looks like scalp on top of this canvas block. And look how flat that hot comb and wax stick gets it. Now I'm just going to go in between the parts as I always do, just to make sure it is super flat. The key to a flat install or a flat wig is to make sure that you go in and you make sure all of those sections are flat, not just what's on top. So I'm going to do that on both sides. Now we're getting ready to flat iron the hair before we cut it, simply because I like to make sure that the hair is going to be exactly how it is before I cut it, to make sure that it's going to be even all the way around. So I just added some of my silkening serum, and I'm going to use my 480-degree flat iron, which you can also find at www.bougicoutureco.com, and I'm just going to flat iron this unit all the way around. I'm not going to try to get it flat, but flat enough so that when I cut it, it's not any curves anywhere that'll make the cut uneven, if that makes sense. So I'm just going in. I think I'm doing like 2 rows at a time, and I am flat ironing it. So now that I am done flat ironing, I'm just going in on the closure to make sure that the front is going to the sides and that the back is going back. And then I'm going to double check and make sure that that part is directly in the middle. As you can see, it's a little bit off. So I'm going to make sure it's directly in the middle. I'm going to take that hot comb and make sure that it is flat. And you always want to double check everything twice or even 3 times before you cut. You want to cut once, if at all possible. Okay? Okay. Now I'm going to get ready to cut. This is a walls clipper that I got from Dollar General. It's like $25. And honestly, it works good enough for me. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to use a certain type of clip or any of that, because I have not been to cosmetology school, but it works pretty good for me. I mean, look at the cut. So when cutting a blunt cut bob, you really just want to make sure that you stay in a straight line, as straight as possible. Keep that clipper as straight as possible. I don't know how to cut bobs with shears. I mean, I've tried. Maybe I'll try to teach myself later on, but I taught myself how to cut bobs with the shears. I mean, with the clippers. So that is what I use. And as you can see, this cut is giving, honey, okay? Look at there. It's giving. And then I always go back in to make sure that I get all of the little pieces that want to hang around in the back or underneath. Yeah, just cut all of that. So you're going to keep doing the same thing all the way around. Keep that clipper as straight as possible. Make sure you get all of those hairs underneath. Go all the way back to that canvas block. And if you see anything under there that didn't get cut, if you don't want to go in with your clippers and cut it, you can take your scissors or your shears and cut it. Just make sure that, like I said, it's always as straight as possible. And my head is in the way, but you want to hold that, lift that hair up just a little bit, because sometimes the back be a little bit longer than the front cut, and I don't know why that is, but if you pick it up to cut, then it'll all get knocked out evenly. So I'm gonna quit talking and let y'all watch me finish cutting this bob. After you finish cutting, you just want to go back in and flat iron everything again to make sure you don't have anything that is out of place. And that is basically it for this tutorial. If you want to learn anything else, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment box. Now, I did not add baby hairs to this unit because I will be installing this unit for my client. So for now, this is it. And then at the end of this video, if you continue watching, you will see what this wig looks like on a realistic mannequin. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I make an upload. Thanks for watching.
Fox is my name.